We'll be arriving at the Academy in just a few minutes.
That would be so great! Aren't you excited? We're going to be Jedi! Learning the ways of the Force, building a lightsaber. Ah, of course, you already have one. I'm gonna get one of those stupid training sabers
and
then...
worry about that.
I can't help it. I want to make a good impression.
You seem really nervous.
Aren't you? I mean, well, why would you be? You already have a lightsaber, so you're probably way ahead of me. I'm Rosh, by the way. What's your name?
Jaden.
So where'd you get that lightsaber?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I found myself on the...
Hold on!
Ah!
Academy to Yavin Runner 2. Do you copy?
Loud and clear. We made an emergency landing several clicks west of the Academy.
Is everyone all right?
I think so.
Good. We'll send a shuttle to pick you up. Can you lead the students to the nearby Masasi Temple?
Affirmative, Academy. We'll meet you there. Jaden, we can't get to you. Make your way to the temple. The shuttle will meet us there.
Jaden, hey! I'm stuck! Can you help?
Hold on, Ross. I'm on my way.
Jade, see if you can make your way around there. Maybe you can use your lightsaber to cut those trees down and make a bridge. Thanks, Jaden. Let's get to the temple. These howlers make good target practice, eh, Jaden?
There must be a way to open this.
No problem. Watch out! Hey, maybe you can use your saber to make another bridge. Great, let's go. Gene, get down! There's stormtroopers in the clearing. Maybe you should, check it out. You're the one with the lightsaber, after all.
What? What? Who are you?
Kyle Katarn, at your service. Welcome to a day in the life of a Jedi.
What happened?
We were kind of hoping you could tell us.
I saw a huge flash of light and ran over to find you just lying unconscious.
Do you recall anything?
I saw 3 people. One was holding some sort of scepter and it was glowing. That's all I can remember.
A scepter? That sounds bad.
Are you able to stand?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
You always sense a disturbance in the Force. But yeah, I sense it too. It could just be residual dark side aura from this temple.
Perhaps. Kyle, why don't you...
Stay here and investigate? I'd love to. Why don't you take the kids back home now?
Be careful, Kyle. Everyone, follow me to the shuttle.
I think that was Luke Skywalker. I can't believe it.
Did you recover Skywalker's records?
Yes. With all the Jedi in the jungle, it was almost too easy.
Excellent.
I'd like to welcome all our new students to the Jedi Academy. Here we will train you in the ways of the Force. You will learn to defend yourself with a lightsaber. You will also study diplomacy, history, and more. It has been the practice of the Jedi to assign each student to a master. However, since there are still so few of us, we will be assigning multiple students to one master. So, Raltheron, you will be assigned to Master Horn.
I can't wait to begin my training.
Rosh Panin, you will be assigned to Master Katarn. Jaden Kor, you'll also work with Master Katarn. Now, let's begin with your first lessons, and may the Force be with you.
And there was nothing. But the area around the temple felt strange, like its dark side aura was gone.
Troubling. But let's look into this later. Your students are ready to get started.
Master Katarn, it's an honor to be serving under you.
First off, just call me Kyle. Titles make my skin crawl. Secondly, you're not serving under me. I'm going to teach you, and you're going to learn. That's it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Don't worry, Rosh, you didn't. I've been offended by professionals. Now, let's see what you two kids can do. Follow me to the training grounds. This is one of the many training grounds here at the Academy. I'm going to put you two in separate courses. When you're ready, go through that. Rosh, follow me. This course will familiarize you with your core Force abilities. These are powers that every Force user has. As you progress in your training, you will learn new abilities. Both the light and dark sides will be open to you. Remember, abilities are not inherently good or evil. It's how you use them. Every Jedi is naturally stronger in different areas of the Force. It will be up to you to decide what to focus on. All right, let's get started. In the next area, you'll find some training remotes. These will help you learn how to handle a lightsaber. Ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Here come the remotes.
Done!
Nice work, Rosh. You did well too, Jaden. Your lightsaber is an invaluable tool. Even when inactive, it can defuse a potentially volatile situation. Trust me on that. As you train, you'll learn additional fighting styles. Changing styles during combat can surprise your opponent, allowing you to gain the upper hand. From here on out, we'll talk via comlink in each area. Let's move on. Okay, Jaden. You need to use the Force to jump across the ravine. It shouldn't be a problem. If you fall, jump back up to the bridge and try again. You'll have to use push to get out of here and into the next area.
Hey, Jaden, this should keep you busy till I finish the course.
Nothing.
You're sure?
It was nothing.
To get to the next area, you must pull the lever somewhere in the room, but you can't reach the lever with your hands. Remember to examine your environment carefully. When you're out on a mission, if you find a locked door, look for the guy in charge. He usually has a key. Solutions to problems aren't always obvious. Use your forced sense to see if you can find a way out of the room. Done. You'll need to move fast in this next area. You can use the Force to speed up the move physically and mentally, allowing you more time to make decisions.
So, did I win?
It wasn't a competition.
I'm sorry,
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to.
It's no big deal. You said yourself this wasn't a competition.
Hey, it was just a joke. I didn't think it would...
If that droid was sent to Luke's training regiment, it would have killed Jacob. What were you thinking?
Jaden, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I mean, I wasn't trying to...
Save it, Raj.
Jaden, you have a right to be angry. But believe me when I say you don't want to feed that emotion.
I understand, Master Katarn. Apology accepted, Rosh.
Good, that's settled. And remember, it's Kyle?
Yes, Master... Kyle.
Sure thing, Kyle.
Okay. You're both ready to start putting what you've learned to use. Let's see how you do in the real world.
Kyle, I did some research on that strange mark from the clothing we found at the temple. It is the symbol of Marka Ragnos, a Sith Lord that died almost 5,000 years ago.
5,000 years? Are you serious? Oh, wait. Of course you're serious.
While you're out training your students, be on the lookout for information regarding a group affiliated with Ragnos.
Sure thing, Luke.
We receive countless requests for assistance from all over the galaxy. Since we believe in learning by doing at the Academy, students of all levels help with these requests. Since you're an initiate, however, Kyle will travel with you on most of your missions in order to instruct you and ensure your safety.
This one sounds like it could be nasty, so I'll be going with you. You'll find some of the galaxy's worst lowlifes on Tatooine. Well, I'll be the Millennium Falcon. Han, Chewie, anybody here? I guess they're out. Luke's info was good. These are definitely freelance cargo ships. I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, stay here and guard the entrance to the docking bay. If anyone tries to enter or leave, detain them. I'll head over to the Crate Cantina and ask around. I know some people there.
Jedi? Me? No, not yet. I'm one of Kyle Katarn's students. He's talking to some locals. We're investigating a cult that's been cropping up everywhere. You must be Chewbacca. Why are you here? Leia Organa? Wow. Must be important business. There won't be such easy targets inside.
Is it just me, or are the audience good?
We need more cover. Let's get back to our ship. We can't get to the ship. The whole place is locked down. I'm on my way.
Did you see anything?
Oh, did I miss something? Good to see you too, Chewie. Guess these mercs didn't want us here. Oh, that's high praise coming from a Wookiee.
Thanks, I think.
These mercs aren't cheap. Someone in this cult must have a lot of credits. Or worse, it's backed by the Remnant. Listen, we gotta get back to Luke and tell him what's going on. Can you tell Leia about the cult?
If he hadn't shown up when he did, I'd have been in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, the way Chewie tells it, you held your own. Nice work.
Kyle told me about what happened in Mos Eisley. It's a good thing Chewie was there, but you did well regardless. It looks like this cult and the Imperials may be working together more closely than we thought.
We've been looking into the shuttle crash, and it doesn't look like laser damage or a mechanical failure was responsible. It's almost as if something just tore apart the engines. This should be a total blue milk run, kid. But it'll give you a chance to pick up some negotiating skills. Let's head to Tatooine. Jawas, never around when you need them. Tracks. Maybe they've already come and gone. Go see if you can find their sandcrawler. They might have stopped in that canyon. I'll talk to the moisture farmers, see if they know anything about this cult.
All right.
Don't worry, Jawas are pretty friendly.
right Jawas? Down there. Droids do these Jawas have? You must be the droid we were sent for. But it doesn't look like there are any Jawas left to negotiate with. I guess you better just follow me.
Starting to get worried. Any problems?
Well, not unless you count the sand people I ran into.
Well, you're still in one piece, so you must have handled yourself all right. Let's get this droid back to the Academy.
Good work, Jaden. Kyle tells me you recovered the droid on your own. It's too bad about the Jawas. R2 will scour the droid's memory banks and see what information it turns up. I have some troubling news. While Kyle and I attended to the crashed shuttle, someone broke into my quarters and sliced into my records. R2 is trying to figure out what they may be looking for.
So, how's your training going? I've been sent on a few errands, nothing exciting.
Same here. I guess that's just how the training works.
I thought it was just me. Ever wonder if your master is holding you back? You know, making sure you don't become too powerful?
Why would you say that?
Well, Kyle doesn't seem to really foster my talents. I've gone on a couple of missions with him, but doesn't let me do any of the really important stuff.
Maybe he's observing you. You know, seeing how you accomplish your missions. I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not so sure. What do you think, Jaden?
Well,
Ready to get back out there? Did I interrupt something?
No, not at all. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
Kyle is currently away from the Academy, but he will meet you on Bakura. Then the two of you can investigate the station. Be sure to wait for him before you do anything.
where are you, Kyle? Been waiting here forever. Well, I can't wait around. I've gotta do something. Countdown.
Take positions!
Underestimate us.
Get back here!
No wonder I was supposed to wait for Kyle. Okay, 4 more to go.
goes there.
Only one more.
Sorry I never made it to Bakura. You seem to handle yourself okay, though.
This is getting more serious. We have been receiving numerous reports of a Sith cult called the Disciples of Ragnos appearing all over the galaxy. This should be an easy assignment. I think you can handle it while Kyle is away with Rosh. Take a shuttle, land at the coordinates of the distress beacon, and pick up any survivors.
Nice work, Jaden. Some rescue mission. Hello? Hello? Hey, you there.
Thank the Force you've come. This place is...
What was that? Maybe I can find what I need in the merchant ship. Should be safe here. Get over there. Stampers should be compatible with the hyperdrive motivator. Just the power coupling I need for the acceleration compensator. Elevator should do. How am I gonna get over there? This energy cell should work for the cooling unit. That should do it. Now get off this crazy rock.
That's too bad about the merchants. Sounds like those sand burrowers must have gotten them all. Nasty critters. Glad you got back safe and sound. We'll let Coruscant know to mark the planet as hazardous. Nicely done, Jaden. I think you're ready for the next stage of training, but there's still another mission left if you choose to accept it. Remember, every mission is a chance to learn more about being a Jedi. I still have a few contacts in Coronet. We'll hit a few of the local cantinas and see what crops up. We'll also follow up with some of the people who reported this so-called cult activity. Then Jan punches the weak way right in the...
Can anyone hear me? We're under attack. Somebody's trying to blow up the tram.
The message is coming from that cargo tram down below. You take the tram. I'll take care of these ships. Head towards the front and clear out each car. Keep the enemy in front of you so you don't have to worry about your flank.
That was too close.
Great work, team. I took out those ships, so I think we're in the clear now.
Excellent work on the tram. It's lucky you two showed up when you did. If that tram had exploded in the city, it could have killed thousands of people.
Something's come up. We need you back at the Academy.
Your future is clouded. Make your choices carefully. I have called you all here to relay some disturbing news. Someone sliced into my personal records and accessed some highly sensitive data about places where I felt a strong connection to the Force. Places like Cloud City, Hoth, and Biss.
What could they get from that besides a tour?
Something nasty.
I believe that the scepter Jaden saw was somehow used to drain the residual Force power from the Masasi Temple.
Drain the Force? How can anyone do that?
I'm not sure. But I've learned from the Jedi holocron that devices were created in the past that could absorb and store Force energy.
Those people Jaden saw may have discovered some way to harvest Force power with that scepter.
Which could be dangerous indeed.
So what are we going to do?
We'll have to investigate any locations from my records. That includes all of you students. Corin, you're going to Wayland. Kyle, I need you to look at the Valley of the Jedi.
Violence, real action.
Why would they be stealing Force power?
I don't know. You worry too much, Jaden. I bet that these cult guys can't take on a Jedi.
Well, we're not Jedi yet. We're just students.
You may be just students, but you're both well on your way. So don't rush it.
Jaden, I'm sending you to Hoth, where I had a vision of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I imagine there is a pretty strong aura there. Raj, I'm sending you to the remains of the planet Biss. It's very remote, so I doubt the cult has been there. Don't stay too long. The Imperial Remnant may still be operating in the area.
No problem.
That's everyone then. May the Force be with all of you.
Good luck. Call me if you need any help.
Nothing. Is Master Skywalker wrong about this place? What's that? I guess I better check it out. I can probably cover more distance with one of those tauntauns. Imperials. Here? Maybe Master Luke was right after all. guess I should keep following the beacons. Why would they be guarding this path?
Command Center to Allura.
Allura here.
We've just finished downloading the data. The rebels must have erased everything during the evacuation. Fortunately, the computer kept logging their flight information. And we found Rogue Leader's flight trajectory when he left Hoth. From it, we've been able to determine that Skywalker went to Dagobah.
Dagobah. That sneaky little Jedi.
Yes, Master. Dagobah. Skywalker didn't mention it in his journals. He must have been trying to protect something.
Well done, my apprentice. Meet me there.
Ah, you must be the saber-wielding troublemaker who neutralized our perimeter guard. Are the Jedi stretched so thin that Skywalker sends children to battle the disciples of Ragnos? Fight me, coward. We'll meet again, whelp.
I can't wait.
So they know about Dagobah. Master Yoda hid there, knowing his presence would be masked by the planet's strong dark side aura. If they find it...
Did you find anything on Hoth?
Nothing. They must have already taken the Force energy from there.
Just as others have reported. Bespin, Endor, Coruscant, everywhere. Kyle, what about Biss?
Rosh hasn't returned. He's long overdue and we haven't heard from him.
I sense he's still alive.
I'm going to Biss to look for him. I know some people that can get me into some of the outlying Imperial outposts. I'll see what I can find out.
Very well.
What about me? I want to help. Rosh is my friend.
You can help by staying here and completing your training.
Kyle's right. There are still missions for you to undertake. And we can't neglect the training of one of our most promising students.
Promising?
Yes. Due to your heroics on Hoth, we are promoting you to apprentice.
Thank you, Master Skywalker. Master, Kyle?
Master Skywalker and Master Katarn have left the Academy. I've been instructed to provide you with a set of possible missions. Master Katarn has informed me that he is continuing his investigation of Rosh Pennon's disappearance near Nar Krita and can assist you on this mission.
I'm the one going into danger while Jan flies the ship. But this'll work too. Find those prisoners and bring them back here for pickup.
Yeah, why bother?
Hurry! Get us out of here before the Rancor comes.
Rancor?
The Rancor!
Head to the arena entrance.
That was close. Listen, there are 3 other cell blocks full of prisoners.
Okay, I'll get them out. Take the access tunnel down the hall and someone will be there to pick you up.
Is the way clear?
Yes.
I took this key card from a guard.
Jake, what's your status?
The Ogres are on their way to the access tunnel, but there are other prisoners here that I need to rescue.
All right.
This whole place is set up as a prison department. Kyle, this is Jaden. That's all of them.
Get back to the access tunnel. I'll pick you up there. Nice work, Jaden. The elders have been returned to the town. I wish I could have seen that slimy Hutt's face when he found out all his prisoners had escaped.
Master Skywalker and Master Katarn have not yet returned from their respective missions. I have been told that a student with your level of training should have no difficulties with this particular mission.
Tell me everything you know about the Disciples of Ragnos. Please, make it quick, though. I ran into trouble back there and it might be following me.
We should go inside. It'll be safer. Cult must.
Sith's pit! I have to get out of here. Looks like I'm not going back that way.
Well, that was an adventure. These cultists sure know how to cover their tracks. Hey, Jaden. I'm not sure if Luke's discovered anything on Dagobah, but I found out that Rosh has been captured. I tried to find out where they've taken him, but those blasted Sith cultists are covering their tracks pretty well.
Thanks for the assistance, Jaden. Luke tells me you're going to be a great Jedi. Let's get to Krildor and take out that mining platform. This facility is lightly defended. I don't think they expected us to find it. My targeting computer will lock onto your beacons. Place them on key structural points, then get out of there fast. I'll be flying in, lasers blazing. If everything goes as planned, we'll have the defenses down before they know what hit them. Okay, Jaden. Start with the shield generator. Otherwise, this will be a short mission. Can't scramble air support. Head for the garrison. That should weaken their resistance. This is too easy. Next, take out the communications array so they can't signal for help. Plant the next beacon on the power generator, so we can disable those turbo lasers. You're doing great, Jaden. One more left. Get to the command center next, Jaden. That's the last target. Jaden, a number of troops are making their way to the storage tanks to sabotage them. Stop them, or this mission will be for nothing.
Roger that, General.
isn't going to be supplying the disciples of Ragnos anytime soon.
Jake, I learned that some disciples of Ragnos were on Dagobah. They siphoned the dark force energy from the cave there.
Hey, Jaden, you should be able to handle this no problem. Small-time thugs like Ragto are usually very intimidated by the sight of a lightsaber.
Did you think you could just barge in here and take me into custody, Jedi? What are you doing? How did you get up here? No matter. If it's trouble you're looking for, you came to the right place, Jedi.
Talk about these assassin droids.
Okay.
Where's your factory?
Hidden on Nar Shaddaa. If you don't hurt me, I'll tell you where it is.
You're coming with me.
Based on the information you got from Rakto, New Republic agents raided the droid factory on Nar Shaddaa and shut it down. Good work, Jaden. Luke's coming up with a plan for tracking down the disciples of Ragnos, but it may take some time. If you want, you can take one more mission. Otherwise, meet us in the audience chamber.
Master Katarn has asked me to inform you that you are not to engage the members of the cult. He would like you only to determine if the disciples of Ragnos are on the planet and using it as a base.
Drop your laser sword, Jedi, and maybe we'll spare your life. Or perhaps you'd like to take your chances. So, my Jedi friend, what do you think of our accommodations?
Why don't you come down here and find out?
Ah, feisty. Good. Good. I have a proposition for you. You see, it can get dreadfully dull around here, so I'm up for a bit of sport. I'm going to let you out. If you can make it back to your ship, you're free to leave. But if I catch you, I'll have to shoot you. After all, you are an escaped prisoner. Hopefully you'll prove more of a challenge than the bounty hunter I had to kill a few days ago. Of course, I've never hunted a Jedi before.
And if I refuse to play along?
Well, then you can rot in your cell. I'm sure someone might come looking for you, eventually. Let the games begin. Attention! We have an escaped prisoner inside the main tower.
Lockdown. Now, where's the hangar?
Let's see some ID.
That way.
Bet he wasn't expecting that.
You're doing well, Jedi. Too well. It's time to end this game. anyone about my little operation. Farewell, Jedi. I underestimated you, Jedi.
We've informed the Republic of the Hidden Remnant operation, and they should be there to clean it up soon. Too bad Rax didn't have any useful info. I'm proud of how you handled yourself, Jaden. Well done. Luke's ready to present his plan to find the cult leaders. Get to the audience chamber. I'm proud of you, Jaden. Despite everything, you've really kept your balance and control.
The disciples of Ragnos are getting bold. They've managed to siphon force energy from every site that was mentioned in my journal. We still don't know what it is they're planning to do with the energy, though. It's imperative that we track down the leader of this cult.
But how? If they've already hit every place in your journal.
There are several places I didn't mention by name that they've discovered, like Dagobah. My fear is that they may use clues in my journals to discover other places. We need to beat them to these locations. Considering how we lost a student last time, we must be very cautious. Everyone will travel in pairs. Kyle, Jaden, you'll be going to Vajun.
Vajun? Isn't that just a big dead rock?
It also happens to be the location of one of my father's strongholds.
Okay, so it's a big, dead, important rock.
Streen, you and Tio.
This ought to be interesting. I'd heard rumors that Luke had been to Vajun, but he never really talked about it.
Vajun is dangerous. The dark side is strong there, oppressive. Be extremely careful.
Sure, Luke. Don't worry. Great. Looks like somebody's home. Luke sure knows how to pick 'em. We'll set down in that canyon and try to sneak into the castle. This rain's like acid. Find some cover, fast. Looks like the welcome wagons arrived. What are these things? Guess they're expecting us now. Okay, we'll have to get to that turbo laser and take out the bomber first.
You're joking, right?
No use.
Okay, the turbo laser should be on the other side of this door. It's locked. There was a control room back there. Wait here and let me know if I get it open.
That's it, Kyle. I'm going in.
Be right there.
Now let's get to the castle. Grife, it's good to get out of that rain. Now we need to get up into the castle. There's a turbo lift over there. I wonder where this leads. Oh, of course it has to be a garbage pit, doesn't it? Well, let's go. No one ever said being a Jedi was glamorous. Jake, run to the middle. You can jump out from there. It's too close. We've got to get out of here.
Get back here.
This lift is locked down too. Maybe this switch. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Jaden, watch out! Find a way to drain the water. If this power conduit hits the floor, I guess we made our own path. Relax, kid. I've seen tubes like this. Wonder where this is. idea. We can feed the energy back into the machine and overload it. Jaden, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where are you?
I'm not really sure. I'll have to catch up with you. Go on ahead without me.
Nothing I can't handle.
I ran into some trouble, but I'm almost at the top of the core.
I wonder why the Imperials are...
sense your presence, Jaden.
Rosh? What are you doing here?
The disciples of Ragnos brought me. At first I thought they were going to kill me, but I was wrong about them. Do you realize how much power there is in the dark side? Kyle was holding us back, Jaden. You should feel the power. It's beyond anything you've ever imagined.
Rosh, what are you saying? You're a Jedi.
No,
Enough talk! Rosh, destroy this puny Jedi so we can complete our task.
Yes. If you're too weak to join us, Jaden, then we can't let you stand in our way.
Did you really think I would give up my new apprentice so easily?
Tavion.
You should have killed me when you had the chance, Katarn. Your pathetic Jedi mercy is a weakness that shall cost you your life, and the life of your Academy's students. But not you, my dear Rosh. Come.
Yes, Tavion.
Rosh, no!
Ha! Fool! Your petty friendship cannot compare with the power of the dark side.
So, is this what it's come to, Tavion? Stealing scraps of the Force like some sort of intergalactic parasite?
Spare me your self-righteous pity, Katarn. You may have shamed me when you spared my life, but that was before I found this. Now, I have a new master. One who has promised me the power to destroy you and all the Jedi.
Ragnos? What can a dead Sith Lord give you?
Everything I have ever wanted. Not that you'll be around to see.
I can't keep this up for long.
Hold on!
We looked everywhere after getting free, but Tavion had already taken Rosh and fled.
So now we know who is leading this cult. But that doesn't explain why there are so many Dark Force users.
Some of Desan's leftover reborn were with her. As for the cultists, Jayden has a theory.
If the scepter can store the Force, maybe it can release it too. Tavion could be using it to empower her followers.
Corrupting disciples with the dark side of the Force. That would explain a lot. Did you get a good look at the scepter?
Yeah, I bet it belonged to Ragnos. We need to figure out what Tavion plans on doing with it if we're going to stop her.
Agreed. You are going to need to build a new lightsaber to replace the one you lost. While we try to figure out what Tavion's next move is, I'd like you to take a more active role at the Academy.
Sir?
Jayden, you handled yourself exceptionally well on Vajun. To confront 3 Dark Jedi and defeat them took bravery and skill. For your efforts, I feel you are ready to join our ranks as a Jedi Knight.
Congratulations.
Yes, Master Skywalker. Thank you both.
Jayden, after the battle, I felt the anger seething inside you. You may be a Jedi Knight now, but you still must beware of the dark side.
Yes, Kyle. I'll try not to fail you.
Now that you're a Jedi Knight, Luke and I have decided to give you some more challenging missions. You still need to be careful, though. Trouble can crop up anywhere.
If they are indeed attempting to steal Force power from that tomb, Tavion might be there. Be careful, and call for assistance if you find her.